And she wanted to know what we think about this. She says, there are those who think they know better than others and have a right to tell other people how to live and what to think. And they like government because it's happy to oblige. Any reason to take more of our money. Then there are some who like being told how to live and what to think, so they go along with this. That leaves those of us who want to decide for themselves how to live their own lives, how they see fit, freedom, and resent the oppressive nature of government and censorship, and yet their tendency is to remain cheerful, like the Who's in Whoville after the Grinch stole Christmas. So the reason I want to read this is I think Marie is hitting on something important here, and this is one of the problems with liberty-minded people. I'm putting myself in this category, so I have the same problem. Little control freaks have the motivation to run for city council and your local Congress and senator and president and everything else. They are very motivated to do that because they are addicted to power like heroin. They just want power. It's their heroin. So they are very motivated to do that. And people who are natural farm animals, as I don't think she used the phrase farm animals, but people who are natural farm animals in this model, they're happy to get on board with those people because there's some control freak standing up who wants power and says, I'll tell you what to do. And these people are terrified of freedom. They don't want freedom. They don't want liberty. It scares them. It scares them to not have the government tell them what to do. These are the kind of people, and by the way, there's a lot of them. It scares them to have to make up their own mind about what to do for coronavirus. Right?
Yeah.
It scares them. They want Fauci to tell them. They want someone in power to tell them what to do. They want, I actually heard someone recently say, how are people supposed to live if the government doesn't give them money? Like, they are scared about being responsible for their own life and their own decisions. And that leaves the people, the third category she's talking about, the people who want to live their own lives and are willing to take the responsibility. And the problem, and this is one of the fundamental problems with democracy, is those people, I have not figured out, I don't think anyone has ever figured out how to motivate them to get involved in politics. They don't want to control people. They don't want to be controlled. They want to live their own lives.
Yeah.
To get them involved in politics, you've got to present them with a case that is convincing enough that the threat is big enough that they are, and their freedom's going to be infringed enough that they need to take time out from what they're doing and reluctantly go get involved in politics to stop the bullies. That is a hard sell.
Yeah.
That is a really hard sell. And those, in my opinion, if you're going to have voting, those are the only people who should vote. The other two categories of people, if you could magically wave a wand and figure out who was who, they shouldn't be allowed to vote. You don't want sheep voting, and you don't want power-hungry addicts to vote. You only want people who want freedom and personal responsibility. You want the people who don't want to be involved. Those are the people whose opinions matter about this. Those are the people who will keep the liberty and freedom that we were given. And yet, this is the paradox, those people are insanely difficult to mobilize. And I haven't figured out how to do it. I don't think anyone has figured out how to do it. I would like to learn some more history because I have no idea.
Well,
how the hell did the founding fathers, how did they even get their little cabal together? I don't know.